Good morning everyone. Myself Vibha Srivastav, Assistant Professor, CSE Department, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. The topic for today's lecture is algebraic structure, which is from Unit 4 of the subject DSTL. Code is BCS 303 and it is the subject of Computer Science and Engineering branch of third semester. So now we start. What is algebraic structure? Here n is represented by the set of all the natural number, means 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity, where z is represented by the set of all the integers, means positive integer as well as negative integer. Q is the set of all the rational number and R is the set of all the real numbers. Suppose if we are talking about n, q, z and r, it means that it is the set of natural number, set of integers, set of real number and set of rational number. So what is the binary operation? The binary operation is represented by a star symbol. It is also known as closed operation on the non-empty set A. If suppose there are two variable A, B which belongs to the set A, then this operation, if this operation, after performing this operation which also belongs to the set A, then it is known as, this is the closed operation. For example, the set N is closed with respect to the addition and multiplication, but not with respect to the subtraction and subtraction and division. So what is algebraic structure? A set A with one or more binary operation. Binary operation, as I already told, that if AB belongs to the set A, then this operation, after performing this operation, the value will also belong to the set A, then it is called as closed operation and binary operation. So what is algebraic structure? A set A with one or more binary operation is defined as an algebraic structure. For example, if n is the set of natural number with the operation plus, and z with the operation, as I already told you that it is a if one or more binary operation. So here there are two binary operation, addition and subtraction, and set of all the integers r with the operation plus, multiplication and subtraction are also called as algebraic structure. So what is the definition of algebraic structure? A set A with one or more binary operation, 1, 2 or 3 or more binary operation, that is called as algebraic structure. So there are some properties of algebraic structure. First, commutative property. What is commutativity? Let suppose star is the binary operation on the set A, then the operation star is said to be commutative if suppose there are two element AB which belongs to the A, then if A dot B belongs to A dot B is equal to B dot A, means 2 into 3, this is equal to 3 into 2. Then it is called as commutativity. What is associativity? This is the associative operation. Let star be the binary operation on the set A, then the star is said to be associative in A if this property satisfied. If A cross B into C, this is equal to A cross B cross C for every element A, B, C belongs to A. What is the identity? For an algebraic structure, A star is an element where E represent the identity in A is said to be an identity element if A star E is equal to E star A, this is equal to A for every A belongs to, small a belongs to A. What does it mean? It means that if we perform the operation, what is the identity element? Suppose if we say that for the multiplication 1 is the identity, then if we perform A, operation is multiplication A cross 1, then we get again the same element A. So here 1 is the identity. So if E is the identity and we are performing this operation, then A dot E is equal to, again we can get A. Then it is called as E is the identity for this particular operation. So there is a remarkable point for this, and for an algebraic structure A star, the identity element if exists, then it is unique. It is not necessary that for every operation identity element exists, but if exists, then it is unique. The next property is inverse. Let A star be an algebraic structure with the identity E, then let A be an element in A. An element B is said to be the inverse of A if, what is the property? A cross B, A star B is equal to B star A is equal to E. What is the meaning of this? What does this property represent? It means that, suppose we are taking again the multiplication operation. Here the identity E is equal to 1. How can we say that identity E is equal to 1? If we are performing the identity element A star E, then again we can get the element A. So here A into E, if we are performing E, A into A 1, then we can get A. So here E is equal to 1 is the identity. So if E is the identity, then what will be the inverse of A? Suppose here the inverse of A is B. How can we calculate that? A, what is the inverse of A? If A into B, this is equal to E. This is the property. So if we are taking about the same operation multiplication, then identity element A into B, this is equal to 1. So what value of B we will take so that the answer is 1. So if we take A into 1 by A, then we can get 1. So here what is the inverse of A? The inverse value of A is equal to 1 by A. Okay. So if E is the identity, then with the identity A star B is equal to B star A, then we can get the identity element E. So here if the identity element 1, then we are performing A cross B is equal to 1, then what value of A? What value of B we will substitute so that the answer is 1. So if we put B is equal to 1 by A, then we can get 1. So what is the inverse of A? That is 1 by A. What is the semigroup? For the semigroup, there should be some property that must be exist. So what is the definition of semigroup? An algebraic structure A star is said to be a semigroup if it satisfies these two properties. What are these two properties? That is star, whatever the operation is, it will be given in the question. So here the star, here the operation is star. If a star is closed operation on A, what is the closed operation? And star is an associative operation for all A, B, C in A. As already told you here, what is the closed operation? This is the, if AB belongs to set A, then A star B will also belongs to A. Means this is called as closure property. For the semigroup, if these two property exist, then it is called as semigroup. So first property is AB belongs to A, then A star B should also belongs to A. Then it is called as it is closed under the given operation. Second one is associative operation. What is the associative operation? A star B star C, this is equal to A star B star C. So if the left hand side and right hand side are equal, the value for both the sides are equal, then it is called as closed operation. Here where N with the operation addition is a semigroup, means it will satisfy both the two properties, closure and associative property, if we are performing the operation addition. Again, if we are performing the operation, here dot represent the multiplication operation. So if we are performing with the multiplication operation, this is also a semigroup, but it is not a, if we are talking about the subtraction, so it is not a semigroup because it will not satisfy both the two properties. So if we are taking addition, then it is a semigroup. If we are taking multiplication, then it is a semigroup. But if we are taking subtraction, then it is not a semigroup. Another, what is monoid? So for the monoid, there are some property that should be exist. So an algebraic structure A star is also said to be a monoid if the following properties or following conditions satisfied. First one is closure property, associative property and identity. So if two property exist, say closure property and associativity, then it is called as semi-group. If closure, associative and identity exist, then it is called as monoid. It is also known as semi-group with identity. Semi-group means closure, associativity. If identity also exists, then it is called as semi-group with identity or monoid. So, here we can take one example, show that the set n, where n is the set of natural number, is a monoid with respect to the operation multiplication. How can we check that this is a monoid or not? For the monoid, we should test for the three properties, that is closure property, associativity and identity with the operation multiplication. So, if we are talking about the set of natural number, then we can take the value from n. So, first one, for the closure property, how can we test that? As we know that the product of the natural number is also the natural number. So, if we are talking about the variable a and b, if ab belongs to n, then the operation is here multiplication, then a cross b will also belongs to n. So, for the set of natural number, closure property exists with respect to the multiplication operation. Next property, associativity. This is the associative property, a cross b cross c, this is equal to a dot b dot c. For the set of natural number, if suppose there are three variable a, b, c which belongs to the n, then this value will also belongs to n, and left hand side is equal to right hand side. If we check about, then we can see that left hand side of the value and right hand side the value both are equal. Next property, identity. How can we say that? As the multiplication operation, as I already told you that for the multiplication operation, identity is 1. How can say that? If 1 belongs to n, such that a cross e, this is equal to a. Here e is the identity. If e is the identity and a another element and the operation is multiplication, what value of e? So that answer is a. So, here e is equal to 1. If e is equal to 1, then a is equal to again a into e, a into 1 is equal to a. Here 1 is the identity. So, for 1 dot e, this is equal to a. Therefore, identity also exists. So, we can say that because of these three properties, closure, associativity and identity, this is called as monoid. So, therefore, the identity element here exists and identity 1 is the identity element. So, we can say that here n is a monoid with respect to the multiplication operation. Again, what is group? What property for the semi-group should be exist? Closure property and associativity. If closure property, associativity and identity also exist, then it is called as monoid. For the group, there should be one more property that must be satisfied, that is identity. So, an algebraic structure G star is said to be group if these property exist. First one is closure property, second one is associativity, third one is identity, and the last but not the least, inverse. Inverse also exists, then it is called as group. Next is abelian group, which is also called as commutative group. What is abelian group or commutative group? As a name suggests, with these above four properties, the commutativity exists. What is the commutativity? A cross B is equal to B cross A. With the above four properties, one more property, that is commutativity, A cross B is equal to B cross A, which also exists, then it is called as abelian group or commutative group. So, how can we summarize? First one, if closure, what are the property that should be satisfied? Closure, associativity, next one is identity, next inverse, and last, that is commutativity. So if above two property exist, only two, 1 and 2, closure and associativity, then it is called as semi-group. Okay. If 1, 2, 3 means closure, associativity and identity exist, then it is called as semi-group identity or monoid. Okay. If closure, associativity, identity and inverse, these four property exist, then it is called as group. If closure, associativity, identity, inverse and commutativity, all the five property exist, then it is called as abelian group. So this is something about semi-group with identity or monoid group, and abelian group. So there is a relationship. We can represent abelian group, then group, monoid, semi-group and algebraic structure. All of these are the part of the algebraic structure. So there is one more important theorem that is exist in a group G. The following property should hold. Identity element is unique. Identity element if exists, then it is unique. And inverse, what about inverse? Inverse element is also unique. And what is the cancellation law? If A cross B is equal to A cross C, then the left cancellation law says that B is equal to C, and A cross C is equal to B cross C. This implies that A is equal to B. This is the right cancellation law. So next one is A cross B whole inverse. This is equal to B inverse star A inverse. This is the important proof that we will discuss in the next video. So in a group, the identity element is also has its own inverse. Suppose for the multiplication, 1 is the identity, then what is the inverse of 1? The inverse of 1 is 1. So the identity element has its own inverse. Another most important point, that is, what is the order of the group? What will be the order of the group? The number of element in a group, number of different element in a group is called as the order of the group. Suppose G is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many elements in this group? There are 5 different elements. So what is the order of the group? It is represented by O of G. Here the different element of 5. So O of G is equal to 5. What is the finite group? If the order of a group G is finite, here the order of the group is finite, then G is called as a finite group. So we can take one example, show that the set of all the integer is a group with respect to the operation addition. So what is the question? The set of all the integer is a group. If we are talking about the group, so what properties we should check? Closure property, associativity, existence of identity and inverse. If all the 4 properties exist, then it is a group. Otherwise, any one property will not exist, then it is not a group. So what is the set? Set of all the integer which is represented by the Z. So Z is equal to set of all the integers. Let A, B, C are the 3 variables which belongs to Z. So first one we will check for the closure property. What is the operation? Operation is addition. So if AB belongs to the set of integer Z, then the addition of the two number A plus B will also belongs to the set Z. So we can say that this is closed under the operation addition. Next one is associativity. For the element A, B, C which belongs to the set Z, so A plus B plus C, this is equal to A plus B plus C. If we check for the set of integer, this will also satisfy. As the operation is addition, so how can we test for the addition? What is the identity? Here for the addition 0 is the identity. How can we say that? If A plus E, this is equal to A. What value of E? If E is equal to 0, then A plus E is equal to A. So here 0 is the identity. So identity also exists. Next one is inverse. As the identity element is E is equal to 0. So how can we check for the inverse? A plus what value of B? So that value is, identity is 0. So if we take the value of B is equal to minus A, then the answer is, the identity is 0. So what is the inverse of A? That is minus of A. So for this particular question, we have to check whether it is a group or not. So we should check all the 4 properties: closure, associativity, identity and inverse. So as all the 4 properties exist, therefore it is a group. So we can say that because of all the 4 properties, this is a group. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. For the more detail, you can check for the more videos. Thank you so much.